Well, good morning, America. Hello to all the small d Democrats, as well as those who are not yet brain dead. I'm not going to speak this morning on breaking news, but rather on the general state of our once upon a time democratic republic. That's right. It's now past tense. Those in the media, print press, social media, including law professors, constitutional scholars, political analysts, and the like, have all twisted themselves into intellectual knots to deny or doubt the fact that a coup has taken place. We are directly enmeshed in a constitutional crisis and are living under a presidential dictatorship and a mean-spirited oligarchical rule as well. Inspired by the Heritage Foundation, Project 2025, extremist ideologues, corporate elites, and their corporations, ultra-conservative Christian religious groups, and the extremely wealthy. The evidence is overwhelming, and so, crazy as it sounds, is the denial. People, regrettably, are fools, and the educated and well-informed are even more foolish, if that is even possible. Going through this, what do we have? Voter suppression laws in several states now left unchallenged and dropped by the government prosecutions. Attacks on individual law firms and the judiciary. Evisceration of all federal agencies that protect and or benefit the people. Rule by unconstitutional executive orders. Defiance of court orders, as in the Boasberg and Zenas cases involving the Venezuelans falsely arrested, detained, deported, and imprisoned in a foreign country. Refusals of due process to those arrested by masked agents, attacks on freedom of the press and free speech, as in the AP case, or excluded from the press conferences at the White House in the Oval Office. Threats to private universities of loss of federal funding if they refuse to comply with the government's undemocratic demands to educational independence and freedom now threatened. Weaponization of the DOJ and FBI under the strict control of the White House. Control of SCOTUS with its 6-vote majority and past history. Constant, relentless barrage of outrageous lies and misinformation fueling hatreds, fears, threats, and a breakdown of belief by the populace in our democratic system. Taxation without representation, as only Congress can legislate taxation, and tariffs are nothing more than taxes. Sadly, this all follows the pattern set in Nazi Germany by Adolf Hitler, or Adolf, if you like, and Joseph Goebbels, and the National Socialist Party. And though many so called experts here, historians, lawyers, political analysts, with some notable exceptions, have shied away from such an odious comparison, the facts demand a reconsideration of the matter. But this reluctance to call this what it is reflects the weaknesses of the theoretical opposition to tyranny, because the constitutional crisis, coup, and dictatorship are an extant reality replicating the tragic events in Germany 1933. There is, of course, a distinction, and that is that Hitler was an ideologue, maniacal, twisted, insane, but absolutely believed in his vision for Germany, while Trump and his henchmen are hell-bent on inflicting pain and punishment on our population taken as a whole, with a callous indifference to human suffering. This is done deliberately. I just heard Jamie Raskin, who is terrific, say that in regard to the Supreme Court that he hoped, it was quote unquote, that Roberts and Barrett will hold the Constitution dearer, and perhaps their own political power, than their good friend Donald Trump. And my answer to Jamie is that hope is the last refuge of the fool. Thank you.